Sad I had to do this video, but there's wrongful information that's floating out there, especially when my name is tied to something and people have an anticipation, an expectation. I think it's very unfortunate. You get people that get let down, and then there's a bunch of nonsense floating out there. So let's speak about the factual information. Y'all saw the graphic. Supposedly I was going to be in some debate with another individual on Alex Stein's show. There's nothing to even debate anyway. I done told y'all I'm not doing this back and forth stuff in 2024. As far as like even like my old stuff where I used to debate people on my channel or my show, I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that for months. I want no part of it. Things have changed. I am the owner of a multi-million-dollar business. That is my focus, not going back and forth with folks about nonsense. That was something that I never agreed to. However, apparently there was communication between Alex and or his producers with this other guest, and this guest was going to be appearing on Tuesday. I had nothing to do with that. I did not speak about them to that degree. Apparently there were some conversations about catching him up, Alex himself up to speed with quote unquote drama, but I never had any sort of communication with Alex's team or anything about this whole ordeal. Then Tuesday happens, hours before the show, and I was contacted. Now this is factual information. Again, it cannot be refuted. I'm going to read this word for word in terms of this communication. Hey, Eric. This is Alex Stein's producer. We are having other guest on the show today, but we were wondering if you wanted to come on the show as well. You can join via Skype if you don't want to come into the studio. I know y'all have been beefing online, so I think it will be a good way to set the record straight. Let me know if that works for you. Thanks. This is what I said in response. I'm not beefing with him. He's beefing with me, and nah, I'm good on that. Is the goal to platform him to simply talk about me? Topics. It says guest interview topics. Again, this is irrefutable and this stuff is out there. Now, I'm going to read you some of this. Now, did the other guests get this? Don't really know if that communication happened. I can't confirm, but I'm going to read you what it says. Issues with ISOM #1 comic, use of 3D models, tracing them to make artwork, potentially rushed out, creating subpar product, amateur poor layout of the comic, vague, writing poor storyline, other drama, Eric's critique of crowdfunding, drama between Yellow Flash and Dillard about not paying advance 40% ownership, questions for the other guests, thoughts on new panels, the quality improving, primary beef with Eric, will this permanently divide Comicsgate community? That's what this says, and this is what the producer said. These are the planned topics. Other guests reached out to us asking to come on. I don't know much about the comic world, but he's trending and asked to come on, so we said yes. That's what was told to me. And I say interesting. So the goal is to platform him and have him just talk about myself. It seems like a purposeful move to just go on a platform that I contribute at to talk down about me. And then it goes on and it says, the purpose of the show will be to figure out the beef and if it can be settled, not to fan the flames or talk shit about you. And he told me if I change my mind, said, if you change your mind about coming on, you're welcome to appear today. If not, let us know if there's anything specific you'd like us to bring up that you haven't already discussed online. So whether I appeared or not, the show was supposedly about me and all about me. That's what it was going to be. It was going to be in a more interview setup. And I asked if the person was appearing in studio, because if there's something that we need to discuss, oh, absolutely, we can discuss this in man to man. And then there's no need for a show or anything, because that's not what it's about. If it's legitimately about solving problems and not some drama forming. He told me, no, it's Skype. And this is what I said. I said it needs to be thoroughly understood that I'm only doing this because I'm basically in the position to where I have to, because someone is going to lie on my name. And the second thing that you need to understand also is that my obligation with Blaze is I appear where I'm asked to be a certain number of times throughout the week via video contribution. So when I'm hit up by producers and so forth, it's one of those things I just got to do. Right now, it was told to me, well, make sure to communicate this with the audience. And that's why you're coming on. No debate, no battling, no any of this. And then, of course, we see the graphic on Twitter, and I'm like, what the hell is this? That was not anything that I agreed to. I told you that I specifically don't want to be engaging in any of that sort of stuff. and I'm being transparent. I was going to let people know how I felt about the entire situation. And this was the communication that I got. Hey, we just got the debate canceled tonight at the advice of Blaze Management. So we don't need you anymore for the show. People are thirsting for just drama, and they want this thing so bad. I told y'all how I'm moving in 2024. Leave me out of that corny ass shit. I want no part of it. If you want to call it a setup or whatever, I don't care. That's not really important to me. I wanted no part of this at any point in time.